So this is our 1999 Mercedes SLK compressor. We've got rust, that bit there, and then round the back we ordered a few parts, so we have that badge. We've also got, I've closed the bonnet down now, but we've got the, what's it called, bracket or brace for the battery. And then there's a few other bits with the interior. The interior itself needs a good tidy up. It's really wobbly and it's all faded. The steering wheel's quite good though. Usually the old Mercedes have faded steering wheels. Alright, so we're going to be using Iron Hunter by Ultra Coats, go straight on the wheels. And what this does is, it is basically just a fallout remover. So it might be hard to see on camera, but some of it's starting to change colour now. So you can see up here, you're getting that purple. And we've covered the entire car in the pre-wash. So that is the initial pre-wash done now. So I'm going to get started with cleaning the wheels now. Just try and get as far in as you can. And then we just get a little brush like this, and you can go onto the dirt itself. You can see now the wheel is nice and clean. So usually the system we use is my dad will dry the actual main body of the car, and I get one of our orange cloth and I go ahead and I dry the wheels. Sometimes we need to go around with APC and a cloth to remove it, but with these ones we will get away with just using a cloth. So this is a finished compound. So basically what that means, I'll explain it this way. So most compounds are graded 1 to 10 on gloss and 1 to 10 on cut. This one is probably about a 2 on cut and probably about an 8 or 9 on gloss. So it might be hard to see on camera, but this panel has been machine polished, that one hasn't. All right, so whilst my dad is just over there finishing up on the paint correction for the Mercedes, I just want to talk about what's next for the series. The main issue we're having right now is we've started with quite a cool car. Obviously a 1999 Mercedes SLK is a very cool car to have. The kind of vehicles we found are Audi TTs, Mini Cooper A, a really tired example of a Porsche Boxster. Like I said, it's tricky right now, but I do want to have a Porsche Boxster at some point in this series. So now my dad is applying the ceramic quick detailer, and this is basically just a sealant for the paint. So this rear bit of trim didn't take too well to the trim dressing. So what we're doing now is we're using a heat gun. That's actually made quite a big difference, as you can see. I'm not going to give you the proper reveal of the car until we take it down the road to take a few pictures of it. Now we're going to get started with fixing the MAF sensor. So I'm not going to lie, this is where I start getting a bit out of my depth. So the sensor's just that bit at the bottom. Hopefully this fixes the limp mode issue. There's a little clip dangling there that we've got to hook back on. And we tighten all of these. Are they called Jubilee clips? Yeah, I know a few things. I'm not completely useless. All right, let's see then. It sounds all right. Can you rev it a couple times? Last time, to be fair, it was giving out at that high rev. I just want to line it up and then push it on nice and easy. There we go. That already makes it look like 10 times better at the back. How hot even is it? It says on here it's 28.5. Really warm. Pretty much to explain what we're doing right now, we're going to drive down to a little location where we can get a few decent pictures of the car. Right, so we've got to try and get it up here because we should be able to get it positioned nicely. We've got the Mercedes in position now. You can see we've got quite a nice area with this. Right, so we're going to take it on a little bit of a further drive. We're going to go onto the motorway partially. Mainly, I think, because my dad wants to enjoy the car a little bit. And we also need to test out how it drives now that the new MAF sensor's been fitted. I'll record a few clips as we drive it because the exhaust on this sounds really nice. So I've spent the last few days not really doing much to do with cars and just enjoying spending time with my family, but yesterday I drove down to Curry's in the SLK to pick up my brand new DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which my granddad has kindly bought me to support the series. So I've realised I should probably give you a bit of context as to how I've managed to get this next car. So I'm going to give you a quick reenactment of how the whole situation went. My granddad got in contact with me and he said,
"Are there any more cars you would like to buy?"
So of course, then I told him I would really like to own a Porsche Boxster, to be honest. It'd be quite a cool car for me to get next. And then he said,
"How much money would you need?"
So then I told him a rough kind of value as to how much money I would need that can be replaced once the Mercedes sells. So that brings you back to current day. It's got a little bit of damage, but it's nothing too serious, to be honest. And then if we look at the inside, It's actually really nice. It's got the carpet all the way up to about halfway up the door cards. It's got the red seat belts. I didn't drive fast on the way home, but I did put my foot down a couple times. But it's got the twin exhaust because it is the 3.2S. So it's the biggest engine they do in the Boxsters, isn't it? The 3.2. I'm very happy. This is my realistic dream car, and we have it now. So it's just a really cool thing. And then hopefully the next dream car that I want to get is a Cayman. So at some point, hopefully we get a Porsche Cayman. And then later on in the series, we need to try and get my dad his Aston Martin. But I'm going to put the roof up now. Right, so I'm sat inside the Porsche now, and I just want to kind of say something because I didn't really give much information at the start of this series, but basically this is my dream car. It probably sounds like a really boring dream car, I guess I'd say, because a lot of people, they'd say like their dream car's a Ferrari and stuff like that, but my dream car has always been a Porsche Boxster. And if anyone that's watching this knows me in person, I've said for a very long time I want to get a Porsche Boxster. And if I spin the camera around and show you this, like just sitting in this seat and looking at that Porsche badge is such an amazing thing to do. Like, it's all so simple, but I just love these cars so much. Like, the dials, amazing. The Porsche logo there. The Porsche logo down here as well. Boxster S written there. You got Porsche on the gear stick. You got all the old style interior. Like, I love this car a ridiculous amount. And it's like, even like down there, you've got like carpet here. I'm in love with this car already. Like, I'm not going to want to sell this car. Yeah, we'll see how it goes in terms of selling it. We're still waiting, of course, for the Mercedes over there to sell. So once the Merc sells, we basically just replace the money that I used to buy the Porsche.